The Time Capsule. Chapter 1. The Invitation. Sarah sat at her kitchen table, sipping her morning coffee and flipping through the mail. Bills, advertisements, and a handwritten envelope caught her eye. She set down her cup. Her curiosity piqued. She tore open the envelope and pulled out a letter. Dear Sarah, it's been 20 years since we graduated from high school, and the reunion committee is excited to invite you to our class reunion. Join us in celebrating old friendships and reminiscing about the good times. We hope to see you there. Sincerely, the reunion committee. Sarah smiled, her mind flooding with memories of her high school days. She had lost touch with most of her classmates, but the thought of seeing them again filled her with a mix of nostalgia and apprehension. She wasn't sure if she wanted to revisit that part of her life, but the idea of reconnecting with her old friends was tempting. After a moment of hesitation, she decided to go. She marked the date on her calendar and began to mentally prepare herself for the journey back to her hometown. Chapter 2. The Reunion. The day of the reunion arrived, and Sarah found herself driving along familiar roads. As she approached the old school building, memories came rushing back. She parked her car and took a deep breath before stepping inside. The gymnasium was decorated with streamers and balloons, and a large banner read, "Welcome back, Class of 2004. Sarah scanned the room, searching for familiar faces. She spotted Jake first, standing near the refreshment table. He looked much the same, though with a few more lines on his face and a touch of gray in his hair. "Sarah, over here," Jake called out, waving. Sarah smiled and made her way over. They hugged, and it felt like no time had passed at all. Soon, Lisa and Tom joined them, and the four friends were reunited. They spent the evening catching up, sharing stories of their lives, and laughing about the old days. As the night drew to a close, they found themselves reminiscing about their senior year and the time capsule they had buried behind the school. "Do you remember what we put in there?" Lisa asked, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. "I have a vague idea," Tom replied, "but we should dig it up and find out for sure." Excited by the prospect, they made plans to meet the next day and unearth their buried memories. Chapter 3. Unearthing the Past. The next morning, the four friends gathered behind the school, armed with shovels and a sense of adventure. They found the spot where they had buried the time capsule and began to dig. After some effort, they unearthed the metal box, its surface rusted with age. With bated breath, they pried it open. Inside were various items, photographs, trinkets, and letters they had written to their future selves. They sat in a circle, each taking a turn to read their letter aloud. Chapter 4. Sarah's Letter. Sarah unfolded her letter, her heart pounding with anticipation. The paper was yellowed and fragile, but her handwriting was still legible. Dear future Sarah, I hope you've achieved your dreams of becoming a journalist. Remember to stay true to yourself and never give up on your passions. Life is an adventure, and I hope you've embraced it fully. Loved, Sarah, age 18. Sarah felt a lump in her throat as she read the words. She had pursued journalism for a while but had eventually shifted to a different career. She realized how much she had grown and changed since she wrote that letter, but the core of her youthful dreams still resonated with her. The friends listened intently, each reflecting on their own journeys as Sarah shared her reflections. Chapter 5: Jake's Journey. Jake was next. He opened his letter with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Dear Jake, I hope you've made it as a professional athlete. Remember to always give it your all, no matter what. Sports are your life, and I hope you've found success and happiness. Best, Jake, age 18. Jake chuckled, reminiscing about his ambitions to become an athlete. He had pursued sports passionately but faced injuries that redirected his path. He shared his journey of finding new passions and how those experiences had shaped him into the person he was today. Chapter 6: Lisa's Legacy. Lisa's turn came next. She delicately opened her letter, smiling as she read. Dear Lisa, I hope you've become a famous writer. Never lose your creativity and always follow your heart. Writing is your gift to the world, and I hope you've shared your stories with everyone. Yours truly, Lisa, age 18. Lisa reflected on her struggles with writer's block and the perseverance it took to find her voice. She spoke about her journey as a writer, the ups and downs, and the satisfaction of eventually getting her work published. Her story inspired her friends and reminded them of the power of persistence. Chapter 7: Tom's Trials. Tom was the last to read his letter. He opened it with a sense of anticipation. Dear Tom, I hope you've made it big as an entrepreneur. Keep pushing boundaries and take risks. Business is your passion, and I hope you found success and fulfillment. Sincerely, Tom, age 18. Tom shared his experiences in the business world, from early failures to eventual successes. He talked about the lessons he learned and the importance of resilience and adaptability. His journey underscored the value of never giving up, even in the face of adversity. Chapter 8: Shared Memories. The friends spent the rest of the afternoon reminiscing about their shared experiences in school. They laughed about their adventures, friendships, and challenges, realizing how those moments had shaped who they were today. The time capsule had brought back forgotten memories and deepened their bond. Chapter 9: Unexpected Revelations. As they continued exploring the contents of the time capsule, they discovered additional items they had forgotten about. These items unveiled secrets and stories that added new dimensions to their memories. They learned more about each other and themselves, gaining a deeper appreciation for their shared past. Chapter 10: Reconnecting. The friends discussed their current lives, struggles, and successes, offering support and advice to one another. Their reunion strengthened their bonds, and they vowed to stay in touch and support each other through life's ups and downs. Chapter 11: New Beginnings. Inspired by their reunion, the friends decided to make new plans and goals. They reflected on the importance of friendship and shared history, each taking steps towards their renewed dreams. Their journey together had reignited their passions and aspirations. Conclusion. As the reunion came to an end, the friends said their goodbyes but promised to reunite again. They felt inspired and rejuvenated by the experience, each carrying the lessons and memories from their past into their future. Alex's journey had come full circle, reminding them of the importance of reconnecting with the past to shape the future.